And back in we go. Well, you mean it, and welcome. My name is Yuusha Anime. Welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club. Now, I apologise last time for ending it off so oddly. I couldn't help it. I was literally being demanded for, and I could not do anything else that night. So I had to end it there, and we are now going to continue it. So, I know that it's going to be very interesting, apparently very soon. Apparently it's going to be soon. I don't know how this is going to go, and I don't know what the fuck's going to happen. So guys, Ikemashouka. Just got some water today as well. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when you go home.
Really?
Snap.
I broke my pencil.
Oh. Sally hastily bends down to pick up the pieces she dropped. But being inattentive or first around, I was going to say she bumped into a desk, but she bumped into me. Okay. She bumps right into me.
Sorry.
It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sadie clutches the desk beside her to support her knees shaking. Okay.
I'm a little clumsy today.
Let's sit down, Sadie.
Yeah.
I grab Sadie's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. Oh yeah, we haven't.
Oh, sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours.
Jeez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. Oh, okay. It's the secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. There's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts in bottles all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Each bottle starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friends feel a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friend after friend, more bottles, deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hiding in the nooks and crannies. Hey, this sounds slightly erotic. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. Oh god, that didn't help. I blow dust off my bottle caps. Doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friend looks through my locked front door. Finally all done, I open up and in come my friends. In they come in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them from the shelf, one after the other, holding them out and each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be for my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Is this referring to an alcohol problem? Possibly? Holy crap. Sadie, did you really write this?
Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever?
Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you.
Monica taught me a whole lot.
That's a very interesting poem. I like that one. God damn.
And I've been really in touch with my feelings recently.
I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. It is. But it's a good type of creepy in the poem.
Creepy?
Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good. You should be proud of it.
Oh, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better.
Okay, yep. Weirdness factor is now coming in. Right?
Writing is like magic.
You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up.
Yeah. Writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die.
Good for you. Don't get ahead of yourself. Sally always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay. Who's poem should I see next? I'm going to see Monica's.
Hi again, Yuusha. How's the writing going?
Alright, I guess.
I'll take that.
Oh,
As long as it's not going bad, I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece.
I wouldn't count on that.
You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today?
Sure, here you go. Give my poem to Monica. Dots.
Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one that you wrote. You two are like the dynamic duo.
That's kind of exaggerating it. Yeah, we're not Batman and Robin.
Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy.
I'm not shy, it's just...
I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time.
Oh, is this a warning?
And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I?
No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all.
Yeah, I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that.
No, don't worry. I get what you're saying.
Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too.
Alright then. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. Okay. Just the title alone. The colours, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colours. Flashing, expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, and endless cacophony of meaningless noise. Wow, this is a different layout. This is a type of layout I've seen a few times, actually. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveform. Squeaking, screeching, piercing. Sine, cosine, tangent. Why are we on about triangles? Like playing a chalkboard on a turntable. Oh. And like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless. Load me. A computer. It's a computer, isn't it? Yeah, it's a computer screen. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh?
I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it.
No, I never said that. It's just a kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess.
I kind of like playing with my space on the paper.
Bit of a different poem, but I didn't hate it.
Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of the poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise.
I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though.
Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's one Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what might change your mind.
Something's gonna happen!
Or when something unexpected...
Yes, something unexpected is gonna... Okay, I'm gonna save it right here now then, if that's the case. Good God. I'm worried now.
Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about?
The fourth wall breaking now.
That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Natsuki next.
Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. What?
Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take it as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical.
Hey, what makes you... Maybe that was a compliment. Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday.
That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point. Oh, well.
Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday.
You think so?
Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might be on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type.
Sayori has a type all of a sudden?
Well, I don't know, but honestly, how could someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight.
That was a little unnecessary. Think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You could say we each take care of her and each other in our own way.
Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem. Here.
Okay. Amy likes spiders. Oh my god. That's actually adorable music. You know what I heard about Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favourite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Okay. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friend starts to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm going to tell everyone. Well, this is a bit brutal, isn't it?
Not bad, right?
It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's.
Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do.
Oh, of course not.
Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it.
Sometimes you can explain
complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, anyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk.
Do you know people like that?
Of course! It's about how everyone thinks my...
Uh-oh. So this is related to what happened yesterday. Ooh, she's pissed. She's still pissed. Shit.
That doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I wrote it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or guilty pleasure.
Yeah?
Something that you're afraid that if people find out, they make fun of you or think less of you. But that just makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes, as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy?
Yeah.
I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things.
Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too.
It's what I do best after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that.
Okay.
I'm going to write a good one for tomorrow's too, so look forward to it.
Alright. And then the last one is Yuri. The Shy Onesa.
Let's see what you've written for today.
Dots.
Well done, Yuusha. Your skills are already improving.
Really? Thanks, Yuri. Coming from you, that means a lot.
Huh? It's nothing. I'm just happy to help inspire fellow writers. I know you're new to this, so don't worry much if it seems like you can't get your poem to feel perfect. You don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors could go a long way.
Sorry, I woke up a bit ago.
Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings. And write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your readers to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise.
I see. Certainly an interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. Yeah.
I have, Well, an example of that if you'd like to read it.
Okay, of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands me her poem. Okay. And fancy writing. The raccoon. Okay. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an ordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that a raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity. The raccoon, an urge. There we go. Yeah, it's an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood. Classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. Very different.
I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's.
I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. Yeah. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can begin to imagine what this poem was about.
That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them.
So this one's companionship. It's definitely companionship. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean.
Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things that usually forced to keep myself. I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them.
Huh? That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About something being ridiculed for a strange interest?
Huh? She did?
Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody.
She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way?
Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common.
That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it?
Yes.
Please don't tell her I said that.
Don't worry. I have no reason to.
Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me.
Oh.
After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener.
Okay. And hello, Monica.
Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned today, so if everyone would come and sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayuri has been working on the posters and I designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually going to be doing for the event.
That's true.
Sorry, I thought you heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let anyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayuri's putting it all on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time.
Sayuri, who had been colouring the poster, holds it up for us to see.
Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting those posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know. There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that.
Imagining it, Yuri shakes with her head in fear.
Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So I'm sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start an event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about.
But there's one problem, Monica. Anybody could possibly have hidden trauma with being on stage. I used to actually have a trauma of being on stage. I used to. And it was horrifying. So couldn't these two possibly? As well? Oh, man.
Yeah, it's about expressing your feelings. Being intimate with yourself. Finding new horizons. And having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it.
She's very persuasive though. That's dangerous. Damn. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. Oh, I'm agreeing. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit.
Well, maybe, but...
It looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left.
Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri?
Uh-oh. Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. Oh no, peer pressure.
I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how would you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see.
Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium.
The title of this poem is The Way They Fly.
I need a drink. Oh yeah, The Way They Fly.
Ahem.
Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. And finally, Monica finishes the recitation. What about Yuri? Does she even? The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles.
That was so good, Monica. Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next.
Whoa, Yuri!
Yuri's fired up all of a sudden.
Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium.
This poem is called...
Yuri anxiously glances at each of us.
You can do it, Yuri! It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye.
Yui's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Maybe it's the confidence boost she got from watching Monica. As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. Excuse me. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. That is a good word to use. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly she finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud for her. We just caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into her seat. Aww, she literally did dash.
Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing.
Aww, bless, she's so stunned at herself. Looks like Yuri is down for the count.
Okay, I guess I'm next then.
Sayori hops out of the chair and cheerfully walks to the podium.
This one is called My Meadow. Sorry, I giggled.
Sayori?
It's a lot harder than I thought.
Aww.
How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it'll come out the best that way. I see. Okay then.
Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's sincere and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I probably wouldn't think that much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes and we applaud.
I did it!
Good job, Sayori.
Even Yuusha liked it. I guess that's a good sign.
What does that even mean?
It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where the sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them depending on what you're reading.
Yes.
Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Yay. Then next time I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know. Okay. Now, who's next?
Natsuki.
Natsuki? Don't make me go before Yuusha. It's not like I can compare to you guys anyway.
What?
Might as well let Yuusha lower everyone's standards a little
Before I have to do it. God damn it.
Natsuki?
It's fine. Might as well get it over with. That's her way of saying I'm not ready to go up yet. It's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else.
Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities, more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though.
Yep. Yeah, maybe.
Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going.
Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium.
The poem is called... Why are you all looking at me?
Because you're presenting, yeah.
Anyway, the poem is called Jump.
Natsuki takes a breath. Once she started reciting the poems, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken aloud. The words feel like they bounce up and down as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes and everyone applauds. She hops back to her seat.
That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I could put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing.
Oh. Oh, boy.
That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting.
Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead.
That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm really pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy.
If only it was a slight bit more. I'm sorry. I'm a pervert, I know. Yeah, no problem.
Okay, everyone. I think that's about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll be planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the day, the big day. I can't wait! I can do this. I can do this.
Alright. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I had to do my best. If I was in that position and I was to recite a poem and it wouldn't have to be my own, I would probably read one of the most famous poems called The Light Brigade. Now that is one of my favourite poems of all time. It's such a brilliant poem. If you guys have never heard of it or read it, please look at the poem. It is amazing. There's a very deep meaning behind it, and it relates to an event that actually happened to a group that was referred to as the Light Brigade. And it is one amazing poem. Then I have to do my best. Ready to go, Sayori?
Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Hehehe.
Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it.
It must be a little nice, though.
Well, how am I supposed to respond to that?
It's okay, Yuusha. You don't have to say it.
Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori has been a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Oh?
Sorry, I was spacing out.
No wonder.
I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to,
Sayori fumbles with her words.
So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you.
Huh?
What would you do?
What kind of question is that? Would have kind of put me on a spot here. Okay. Oh. Okay, so what search is? I would walk home with Yuri. So it's this one thing that can either turn into a lie or possibly a truth. Ooh. I mean, it's not a harmful question, is it? Since I'm already on Sayori's route, I'll stick with Sayori's route for now. I would still walk home with Sayori. Sayori, you really think that I'll ditch you for Yuri?
Eh? But
She's so beautiful.
she's so beautiful and smart.
Jeez. I don't really see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't just ruin that for you.
You're so silly, Yuusha. You think that about me too much sometimes. Yuri would serve it if she wanted so.
Sorry, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes.
Sorry.
Besides, what's the point of speculating something that's never going to happen? I'm very interested in what would have happened if I chose differently then. The conversation trails off. It's kind of weird. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. Yeah, why specifically Yuri though? Is it because of the parts that I was selecting for my poem? Possibly. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen in that time? Oh! Okay. Question. Unending. Ocean. Inferno? Ah, oh, God. Doki Doki. Uncontrollable. Melody. Vertigo. Ambient. Universe. I'm getting lots for Yuri all of a sudden. I don't want to use that word. I really don't want... Oh, just do it. That's one that she likes, Jesus. Headphones. Vanilla. Music. Socks. Sensation. Flee. Sadness. Starscape. And disaster. I had a lot of words for... Wow, okay. That's interesting then.
Oh man, I'm the last one here again.
Don't worry, I just walked in too.
Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have a lot of determination. Starting this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion. Remember that the club wouldn't be here if it wasn't for all of you. And I'm super happy that you're all willing to help out for the festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be great.
Whoa, wait. Natsuki? What happened? Did you hit your head or something?
Huh? Weren't you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. But it's a whole day of school where we get to play and eat all kinds of delicious food.
Well, you're not wrong there. You sound a bit like Sayori all of a sudden.
Monica, do they usually have fried squid?
Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to.
Oh, come on. Are you saying that you don't like squid? You of all people.
I didn't say I don't like it.
Besides, what do you mean by you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica.
Oh, I see what you did there. Ika. Yes. Ika is squid. She's not wrong. What was fish again? Fish. Trying to remember what fish was. Sakana. Sakana is fish. In Japanese. If I remember, and Ika is specifically squid.
Eh? That's not how you say my name at all. Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind.
She really got pissed then. Holy gosh, what was that?
Let's just focus on our own event for now, okay? Fine. Reactions aren't as fun as Yuri's or Sayori's anyway. Excuse me. Where is Sayori anyway?
Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at a desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You're spacing out again.
Sorry. Don't mind me. You can go talk to everyone else.
Huh? Is everything alright?
Of course. Why wouldn't it be?
Just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things.
Jeez, you worry too much about me. I'm fine, see?
Okay, that's weird. That is actually weird. Certainly shows me a big smile.
Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone else.
Alright. If you say so. I worriedly glanced at Sayori before turning back toward everyone else. But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she's noticed anything about Sayori recently. Yeah. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they must be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approached Monica, who is shuffling through some papers at her desk.
Yuusha, what's up?
Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently?
Anything up with her? In what way do you mean?
Maybe I'm reading into it a little too much? But she seems a bit downcast today.
Oh, you think so? I can't say I've noticed anything about her.
Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who is idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk.
Maybe there is something on her mind. But I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Yuusha. You certainly know her a lot better than I do.
Yeah, but she's never really like this. She'd always talked to me about things that bothered her. But this time, when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to ask if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now.
No. It's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her. And also I care about the well-being of my club members, you know. Maybe I'll try talking to her myself.
Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone.
Are you sure? Maybe she just had a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest.
Person of interest? Ah, maybe. Maybe she's got conflicted feelings? What do you mean by that?
I'm saying that maybe the thing on her mind is you, Yuusha.
Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion?
Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sadie talks about you more than anything else, you know.
Huh?
She's been so much happier ever since you joined the club. It's like an extra weight was turned on inside of her.
What? No way. Sadie is always like that. She's always been full of sunshine. It's not any different from now than it always has been.
You're so funny, Yuusha. Have you thought about maybe you're always seeing her as cheerful? Because that's just how she is around you? I said too much.
Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. What do I do now anyway? I mean, I didn't jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said.
I'll try
to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now.
Alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget about it, but I already know about that and I won't be able to get words out of my head. Monica stands up from her desk and walks across the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down next to Sayori and gently talk to her. But she's already keeping her voice so quiet that I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh me down so much? Now it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary. There's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Damn. Dots.
Okay, everyone.
After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room.
Why don't we share our poems now?
Okay, we're gonna share the poems, and after the poems are done, I'm actually going to end this part here because it's a bit more of a lengthy part than the last video, just for compensation. Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica, and she smiles at me. Uh-oh. Hey, Monica, behave yourself. I wonder what she was talking about with Sayori. Who should I show my poem to first? Sayori, since we're doing hurry. Dots.
It's nice, I guess.
Come on, I can already tell you don't like it.
Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably you.
Oh shit. Oh no! Mistakes were made! I made a mistake! Oh no! Oh, fuck it, I'm going with it. Huh? I didn't write this for anyone specifically.
Maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club?
Well, of course I am. Oh, did I make a mistake? Oh no.
Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Yuusha.
Sayori? Is there something wrong?
Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today.
Alright, just tell me if you need anything.
I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now.
If you insist. Yay! Wait, I need to read your poem.
I'm gonna go home a little bit early today.
Sayori?
Tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? I'll see you tomorrow.
Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. I am so upset now because I realised how bad that can be. Because I said, as a thing, if I wanted to walk home with Yuri if she asked me to, that if I would, and I said I wouldn't, and I made a poem that makes her think now I made it for Yuri. Oh, shit. Oh, God. This is going to be bad. I can tell. Before I can say anything else, Sayori cheerfully walks out of the classroom humming to herself. Alright, give it to Yuri. Jones.
Yuusha, this is wonderful. I can feel the emotion that you poured into it. Is this the result of trying what I suggested yesterday?
Yeah, I guess so.
You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try giving it more
feeling. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty.
I'm not used to this.
Used to what?
I don't know.
It's fine, take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her.
Yeah, just being appreciated like this. I get that.
Oh, okay. Have I changed the story dramatically at this point? Were mistakes made?
It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone motivated by my writing just makes me really happy.
Are you saying you've never shared your writing before? Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it.
I really only write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me.
Do you really think that? Again, Yuri nods. Even your close friends? Oh. For some reason, Yuri doesn't respond. Yuri? Yuri smiles sadly.
Yuusha, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Did you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading.
Oh, that's one way to...
Well, that's one way to put it anyway. But books are so full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with.
Whoa, hold on a second. Where is this going?
Or people you just know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile on your face. Or deep thinkers and problem solvers who discover the mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day. You know, and those close friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all.
People say that about you?
I'm not a know-it-all, Yuusha. It's the opposite. I don't know nothing.
Like Jon Snow.
I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't even know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write.
Actually, this could be back to my earlier choice as well, when I selected to take Yuri's side over Natsuki's. So this could be a side effect from it as well. Damn. I wonder how many endings are in this game. There's probably quite a few.
But it wasn't until now. But I started sharing it with you. And I really understood what was missing all this time.
But I haven't really done anything.
No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. I know I'm a difficult person, Yuusha. I speak too slowly. I second-guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like anyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy.
I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I'd make friends. And I would say that I had at least one success. Wouldn't you? Oh, that's cute, but I think something bad's gonna happen now.
If you put it that way, yeah. We really are friends now, aren't we?
Yuri puts her head in her hands. Aww. But this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem?
Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you.
Beach. A marvel millions of years in the making, where the womb of Earth chastically meets the surface under a clear blue sky, an expanse of bliss. But beneath grey rolling clouds and endless enigma, the easiest world to get lost in is one where everything can be found. One can only build a sandcastle where the sand is wet, but where the sand is wet the tide comes. Will it gently lick at your foundation until you give in? Or will a sudden wave send you crashing down in the blink of an eye? Either way, the outcome is the same, yet we still build sandcastles. I stand where the foam wraps around my ankles, where my toes squish into the sand. The salty air is therapeutic. The breeze is gentle yet powerful. I sink my toes into the ultimate boundary line, tempted by the foaming tendrils. Turn back and I abandon my peace to erode at the shore. Drift forward and I return to earth forevermore. Wow, that's a neat little poem.
I'm aware that the beach is kind of an inane thing to write about, but I did my best to make a metaphorical approach to it.
Say that like you didn't even know what to write about it.
Oh, you haven't heard? After yesterday, Nesky and I, well, it was amusing that we wrote about something similar in such different ways. So Nesky wanted us to write about the same topic as each other again.
Oh, so they're actually doing good.
I suppose to better compare the differences in our writing styles, our thought process. Anyway, it was her idea. Knowing her, it was no surprise that she wanted to do something like that. She probably just wants to show it off. It's not like I have a particular interest in her writing style. It's just, I just went with her request. But, well, I suppose it's not so bad to write about something simple on occasion. It can be refreshing, you know. It's good for me to calm my thoughts once in a while.
Yeah, I think I agree. Thanks for sharing. Yeah. I'm gonna see what Nesky done now. Does.
This one's alright.
Alright?
Well, yeah. About as good as yesterday's anyway. I see what you're going for, but it's just not really my style. I mean, that's fine. I'm mostly just glad that you're trying a little bit.
Of course I'm at least trying.
Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway?
Why are you so emotionally invested in my poems anyway? Isn't that more of a compliment to me?
No! Gross. It's not like I care. It's just that one of us in this club has to make sure you're not slacking off.
Really? You are textbook Cinderella right now. Oh, what if you ended up just scaring me away?
That's... It's not like you would actually do that.
Yeah, you're right. It's kind of fun to hang around here, even if I have to put up with you. Oh, that's mean. Natsuki's elbow connects with my stomach.
Oh, maybe I won't mind scaring you away after all.
I was just joking.
Oh, I know. Don't worry, I was too.
How the hell do you call that a joke? That seriously hurt. Or maybe it was funny to her. I guess that's kind of the point. I should really just watch my mouth around Natsuki. Yeah, probably.
Anyway...
Natsuki holds her palm out to me like nothing ever even happened. I'll be your... I'll be your beach. Your mind is so full of troubles and fears that diminished your wonder over the years, but today I have a special place, a beach for us to go. A shore reaching beyond your sight, a sea that sparkles with brilliant light. The walls in your mind will melt away before the sunny glow. I see where the rhymes are. It's nice. I'll be at the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you'll daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left you long ago. Let's bury your heavy thoughts in a pile of sand, bathe in sunbeams and hold my hand. Wash your insecurities in the sea and let me see you shine. Let's leave your memories in a footprint trail. Let's see you free in my windy sail. And remember the reasons you're wonderful when you press your lips to mine. Oh, I'll be the beach that washes your worries away. I'll be the beach that you daydream about each day. I'll be the beach that makes your heart leap in a way you thought you had left you long ago. But if you let me by your side, your own beach, your own space, you'll learn to love yourself again. Wow. That's quite a pleasant one. I like that one. That was very pleasant.
Yeah, I felt like I kept writing about negative things, so I wanted to write something with a nice message for once. Besides, the beach is awesome. Kinda hard to write anything negative about the beach.
Well, Yuri's take on it was a little more solemn.
Well, that's... Gee, she better not have said anything bad about mine. After all, she was the one who wanted us to write about the same topic. Ugh, can you really see her doing that too?
You can see her doing that too, okay.
Making us write about a simple topic, then trying to impress me by coming up with something all fancy. Well, it's not like I care.
Of course you do.
I just did it anyway. I mean, I guess mine ended up being kind of metaphorical too. But there's nothing wrong with doing that once in a while.
No, there's not. There's nothing wrong with that.
At the very least, it was good practice.
And lastly, Monica.
Hi, Yuusha. Have you thought about what you want to submit to perform at the festival?
Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought.
Okay, no pressure. But whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poems.
Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hands. Jots.
Great job, Yuusha. I was going ooh in my head while reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you.
It's easiest for me to keep everyone's expectations low. Damn. That's actually depressing. That way it always counts when I put in some effort. Actually, no, that actually works well.
That's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyway. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who likes using simple and direct words to describe happiness and sadness. Yuri likes it when readers are left to derive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write that effectively. Both are allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them deeply analyse all of the nuances.
I'm a bit confused why she didn't show me her poem though. Why didn't Sayori show me her poem?
It could take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has all at this point. I never really asked though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level yet. Don't worry so much about that. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and learn by trying new things. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, alright?
Alright. Yeah, and this layout again. The lady who knows everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth. The lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer. All meaning, all purpose. And all that was ever sought. And here I am. A feather. Lost adrift the sky. Victim of the currents of the wind. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing legends don't exist, but when all else has failed me, when all others have turned away, the legend is all that remains, the last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky, until one day the wind ceases to blow. I fall, and I fall and fall, and fall even more, gentle as ever, a dry, cool expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look at her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything is what I am thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow voice. I have found every answer, all of which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose, and we seek only the impossible. I am not your legend. Your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat. And I pick up a gust of wind. Interesting. That's interesting.
You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about.
I see. I never really put much thought into it. Was that what it said? Did I butcher that? I never really put that. Yeah, I did read it right. Woohoo!
In a way, it's almost paradoxical. Because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose its meaning?
Yes, it would. You know, there's one thing I noticed. Seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy.
Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we?
Wow, that's dark. You can make happy poems. You can make emotional poems. You can make in-depth poems. You can make plot twist poems. You can make different types of poems. But why are they all sad? Why do they have to be sad, some of them? However, Natsuki did do a very pleasant one, so that was forgiven. That was forgiven.
Humans aren't two-dimensional creatures. I think you'd know that better than anyone.
You mean one-dimensional?
Yeah, that.
Yeah, two-dimensional, that's on a computer screen. Anyway.
Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Are you ever too shy to share your writing because you're afraid it's not that good? It can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing is good or okay or bad, they'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it will make you want to continue improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three.
I'm going to end this here. This feels like a very nice place to end it off for this part. I'm still annoyed that I may have done something terrible. Completely and truly terrible. Oh, well, that'll have to wait for next time anyway. If I probably did do something wrong, can you please let me know? Because I don't know. It seems like there are many things that can happen in this from just one choice. So I want to ask you guys, have I messed up? Is something bad or good gonna happen now? Possibly. Just please let me know in the comments because I have no clue. So all I can really say now is thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Leave a like, give it a subscribe if you want any more from me. And I'll see you in the next video. So guys, I'll most likely see you next time. Man, it's starting to get a little weird now though. Really weird.